just to go back to something you said, so you don't really hold to the creed, to the so-called Orthodox creed. So he's co-equal,
Oh, absolutely.
but he's not co-eternal for you.
Oh, he is co-eternal. Absolutely. He's the eternal
Oh,
word.
I'm sorry. So the Son is not eternal. You believe in that Jesus was a word, the Word.
No, no, no. Well,
Is
if
that
you're talking about the person of the word, is no distinction between the person of the Son. The only distinction that I would make is that the Son is a term that is applied to him at the begottening of him, which is when he was brought into the world, according to Hebrews chapter 1.
to him you mean the Word? So
The
you see
word, when the word became flesh and
right,
dwelt among us, he
right.
takes on the function of Son.
So the Word took on flesh and became the Son of God. Is that right?
Well, I would
The
say that he takes on this office. Yeah, he takes on the office, just like he takes on the office of Messiah at the incarnation.
right. So the Word takes on flesh. Ever since he's known as the Son of God, Jesus Christ. Right.
Yeah,
So
so he wasn't the Son of Man prior to his incarnation. I think we would agree on that, right? I mean, in a sense, he is, but he doesn't fulfill that role until the incarnation. And
so
so the
when
role of Son of Man and Son of God are roles that he fulfills as the perfect mediator between God and man.
so properly speaking, the Word of God is the second person, right, of the Trinity.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so when the Word of God takes on flesh, human nature, and then he's raised from the dead as the God man and returns to, so you believe he returned to heaven
That's
because
right.
he was already there. So how is that not a change to the Trinity? So now we have an added nature to the one nature. Is that correct?
Yeah, he certainly takes on a human nature. So, for instance, the orthodox and historic and biblical teaching of the deity of Christ is that through Jesus' incarnation, he is now forever glorified as the Son of God and the Son of Adam. He is the perfect mediator and bridge between us and God, from First Timothy, chapter 2, verse 5.
So the Godhead changed?
Not that the Godhead changed, the person of Jesus added onto himself a nature.
But when he returned to the one nature, the one divine nature with a new nature. So you said when we first spoke, God is three who's in one what? I don't know if you did you take that
Sure.
back or okay.
No, I
So
mean,
he's
again, it's not something I would die on, but I think it's a fairly decent wording to describe the Trinity. Sure.
okay, so three who's in one what? So now the Son is two whats in one who? If you get my meaning. So you have
Sure.
now a double nature. So do you know what I'm trying to understand? Now, really trying to understand because I
Right.
didn't know. I thought you held to the eternal Son, but thank you. That's good.
No, so again, in a sense, it could be said that Jesus is eternally the Son, but again, that's a function that he takes on at the incarnation.